troubled dreams, you fly over the four lands, pulled by a relentless force. Ahead of you looms a dark, ancient ruin. You feel yourself being dragged into darkness. Within the cold, grim halls of this unknown place, you see a twisted gnome chanting quietly over an ancient and marvelous book. Out to take the beautiful sword. You feel a great sadness and a sense of loss as the magical sword vanishes. Figure gestures, causing the gnome to undergo a series of startling transformations. At last, the shadowy sorcerer seems satisfied. The little gnome now looks like an ordinary man. Yet somehow, this shape terrifies you even more than those which came before. To your horror, the robed figure sees you. You cannot move. You cannot escape. You awaken with a start in the forest near Shady Vale. You try to recall the grim nightmare, but all memory of it has vanished from your mind as if something or someone has taken it from you.
You are Jack Ormsford. Your father is Shay Ormsford. Your elven heritage is quite apparent. Why are you here? I know your father. My name is Arbolon. I have made certain that it can no longer harm others. Your home, Shady Vale, will soon be attacked by an army of monsters. I will go there and warn your father. You must go to Lee and warn Menion Lee that his kingdom will soon be under attack. It is vital that someone warn Menion of the danger, and you will be safer in Lee than in Shady Vale. You cannot be of any help there. Your father and I will defend Shady Vale. Shady Vale will be the first point of attack, but they will advance on Lee soon. Unless defenses are prepared, the city of Lee will be overrun. Yes, the monsters are everywhere, but if you are careful, you can avoid most of them. However, there are dangers all around, and no place is safe. You will need to travel east, cross the Rappahalladron River, and go up into the foothills. Listen to me, Jack. This is very important. The Shade of Brona has been summoned from the dead. His dark spirit seeks vengeance on all who opposed him. Your father is one of his targets, because Shay destroyed him long ago. Menion Lee is another. Unless he is warned, Brona will have his revenge. If you do not warn Lee, many will die. You must get there safely and quickly. Avoid monsters and take no chances. Good luck, Jack. We will meet again.
Jack? Jack, is that you? Don't you recognize me? I know it's been a few years, but I haven't changed that much, have I? It's me, Shella. You know, Menion Lee's daughter. We used to spend time together when your father visited my father. Help me, will ya? I can't move this stupid tree. Got him. Now we're even. You saved me, I saved you. What's going on here? I've never seen so many monsters in my life. Brona? But I thought your father destroyed him a long time ago. I was looking for my locket. I lost it on my last hunting trip. It's shaped like a shield with my family crest on it. It's on a golden chain. I took it off while I was bathing in the Rappahalladron River, and a bird carried it off this way. Yes, my father trained me. I'm a good scout and tracker. I'm also very good with my bow, as you can tell. I don't know. It's just that my father always told me never to lose it. I promised him I'd be careful with it, so I really need to find it. That's my locket! How did you find it? I knew that bird stole it. I just didn't have my bow ready at the time. Well, the least I can do to thank you is to take you to Lee. You'll need all the help you can get to avoid the monsters, but with me scouting for us, we'll have no problem getting there safely. Let's go. The Rappahalladron's too swift and wide to cross here. We can either go south where the river slows down, or north where it becomes more shallow. South has more monsters to avoid, and north takes us out of the way. The choice is yours. The Rappahalladron River is shallow here, but we've come pretty far out of our way. Jack, wait! There are monsters over there. I know exactly where we are now. Come on, I'll lead you to my home.
Princess Shella, you must go to the manor house as quickly as possible.
What's wrong, Thomas?
Your father has taken ill.
Jack, we need to get home quickly. Father's never ill, or at least he never admits it.
That's all I know. I was told to inform the princess when she returned. Monsters? We've seen no monsters around here.
There's an army of monsters between here and Shady Vale. Be on guard, and warn the others.
I'll notify my captain.
Thank you. Jack, come on. We need to alert my father. See you later, Thomas.
Good day to you both.
There's my house up ahead. Let's go. Jack, we don't have time. Oh, hello. Who are you?
I'm the gardener.
What happened to Ernst?
Looks sick.
There's a lot of that going around, I guess.
How would I know?
He's just a gardener, Jack, not a doctor.
Greetings, Princess Shella. His Highness, your father, is ill and has asked to see you.
Hello, Winston. How is he?
Not well, my lady. The sickness came on suddenly and has hit him hard. He's in his chamber.
We'll go see him right away. Come on, Jack. My father's room is upstairs. Father? Father, I've returned. Father, please, can you hear me? It's Shella. I've come home. Oh, Jack, he's not responding. I've never seen him like this before. What do you want that for? It's just a teacup. It looks like my father drank his tea from it. The tea leaves are still on the bottom.
How is King Menion, Your Highness?
I'm afraid he's quite ill. We're going to see the herbalist.
I hope he'll be well soon.
Thanks, Thomas.
Ah, Princess Shella, welcome! Welcome, both of you! Now, how may I help you?
Hello, Jonas. My father is ill and we need your help.
I'll be happy to do whatever I can for you and your father. This is quite odd. The leaves in the cup smell like sassafras. Let me test this feather. Ah, I suspected as much. This was made from the leaves of the dread dyer.
What's that?
It's a plant in the sassafras family, but extremely rare and extremely poisonous. It produces symptoms exactly like King Minion's.
Is there an antidote?
I can make one up. Let me look in my book here. Here it is. Yes, oh no, I'm out of some of the ingredients. Well, I need some dogwood flowers, some cloves, and yes, I'm out of charcoal.
But dogwood trees don't bloom this time of year.
Well, that is a bit of a wee problem, isn't it? Still, I can't make the antidote without dogwood blossoms. You'll just have to find a way to get some. What are you doing with that? Oh, there's not much left of that. Use it sparingly.
Jonas? Jonas! Jackie's dead. What happened to him? What's that? It's the antidote. We can make it ourselves. That's it. Let's take it to my father. Nothing's happening. You don't think we're too late, do you?
Master Jack, King Minion wishes to speak with you now. He's in his chamber with Princess Shella and the druid Arbolon.
Jack, come in. I must thank you for saving my life. Shella told me everything. After all the times I got your father out of trouble, you turn around and save me. Tell Shay about that when you get home.
Jack isn't going home from here. He needs to go to Tyrsis to get the Sword of Shannara.
The Sword of Shannara? Arbolon, you don't mean to send this boy after Brona?
Jack is about the same age you and Shay were when the two of you journeyed to face the Warlock Lord.
But we were young fools with no thought of danger. You need experienced adventurers like Shay and myself for such a dangerous mission.
Shay needs to defend Shady Vale, and you need to protect your kingdom. You are no longer a heedless young prince. You are a king, and you have your duties. Jack must go to Tyrsis and warn King Balinor. I must go to the Valley of Shale and speak with the Shade of Bremen. I will meet Jack in Tyrsis.
You don't mean to send Jack off by himself?
I'll go with him.
No!
Father, Jack and I have already proven that we make a good team. We got here safely through all those monsters, and we made an antidote for your poison. Besides, when you trained me, you said I was almost as good with a bow as you were.
No, I will not allow you to go. This isn't some jaunt in the forest. It's a perilous and deadly mission.
If Shella is indeed as good as you were, Jack will need her help.
No, Arbolon. She is my daughter, and I will not lose her. I will send my best soldiers.
Father, please.
Shella, you will not go.
Then you will all excuse me. Jack, I'll see you later.
Thank you for your aid in restoring our king. Lee's monarch still reigns because of you. Princess Shella left the mansion a few minutes ago. She seemed rather upset.
Jack, there's no way I'm gonna let you go off into danger without me. You're gonna need my help. Let's see if we can get out of here before they close the city gates. Even Arbolon thinks it's a good idea. I know my father's just trying to protect me, but if Brona isn't stopped, no one will be safe. Let's see if we can get out of here before they close the city gates. We've got to get out of town before my father finds out I'm missing. We can't go back to the house. Thomas, we need to get outside the gates.
I'm sorry, Princess Shella. My orders are that no one leaves Lee right now.
Jack has to leave. It's critical.
I can't let anyone out without command of King Minion.
Now what? Even you can't leave now. We've got to figure out some way to get out of here. My father is a very stubborn man. If Arbolon can't convince him, then nothing you and I could say would help. Well, there's a secret passage out of the mansion somewhere. I read about it when I was a child. Here, take my locket. Go to the main hall, show Winston the locket, and tell him to meet me in the library. See if you can find the entrance to the secret passage. I'll get some equipment and meet you as soon as I can. See you later.
May I inquire why you have this, sir? Very good, sir.
Jack, you did it! I've got the supplies! So that's why my locket was so important. It opens the secret passage. Let's get out of here before my father finds out. I know where we are from here. Let's go. I recognize this area. The road to Tyrsis is west of here. We can follow it all the way there. The ferry crosses the river near here. It's the only way to ford the Rappahalladron at this point. What are you doing here?
Waiting for the ferry. Illness in the family. Fools, in the name of my master, Brona, I will destroy you both. Attack! Destroy them both.
Take that, bastard!
When we meet again, you will die.
He just disappeared. You've got it. Now let's fix this ferry. That's an easy shot for me. There! Jack! Monsters, they're coming out from the woods! Hurry! At least that should slow down Brona's monsters. We can send someone from Tyrsis to fix it later. The road to Tyrsis leads northward, then cuts east as we climb up the hills to Tyrsis. The road to the west leads to Kern, where my mother grew up. The north road leads up to the mountain area to the fortress of Tyrsis. Look up there on the cliffside. You can see the fortress walls. We'll be there by dark. What's going on here? Those aren't people. They're corpses. Walking corpses are trying to get into Tyrsis. Guard! Guard!
Who's out there? Announce yourself!
Princess Shella of Lee and Jack Ohmsford.
Well, your highnesses, you better go find some safe place to hide. You can't get in here while these monsters are around.
What should we do? We can't just stand here waiting for dawn. The monsters will catch up to us. We've got to get into the city. At least this path is wide enough to avoid the corpses. Finally, a place with no walking corpses. It smells so much better here. Smoky, but better. Hello? Can you help us?
Go away!
Look, we're tired, we're cold, and all we want to do is sit by your fire for a while.
Just a minute. Why are you here? You're late. Monster's been here for weeks now. Brona back? How do you know?
Arbolon told us.
Arbolon, eh? He should know. Bad news. Very bad. You talked to the guard? Sounds like him. Don't know. Haven't been bothered lately. Used to have to fix the hut every morning after they got through with it at night. Mostly, I avoid them. No thanks.
Why not? You're helping us by sharing your hut. The least we can do is share some food. This stew is great. What did you use to flavor it so?
Laurel smoke adds a lot.
Laurel? Isn't laurel supposed to drive away evil?
Could be. Now that you mention it, haven't noticed the walking corpses around here since I started burning it. Since I started burning it, I don't think I've been bothered by the corpses. Sorry, I'm out. I think there's a laurel bush on the other side of the castle. The dwarves of Culhaven sent me to get back Hendel's mace. You bring me some laurel, I'll make you a torch.
Those corpses seem to be all around the city. like the cliff's too steep to go any further. We don't want to get any closer to those corpses. There, that should do it.
You find some wood? I'll use these branches to make a torch. You can use it to drive off the walking corpses and get into the city.
Why don't you come with us?
Can't get past the gate.
Why not?
Guard won't let me in.
We'll try to talk him into it. Besides, if this doesn't work, we could use your help.
All right, here's the torch. Let's go.
Yes, that did it. Hey, guard!
What is it now? What? How? Well, what do you know? The debtors are gone. Sure. Hey, who's that with you?
It's our friend, Brendel.
We don't allow dwarves in Tyrsis. We don't need no non-human scum here.
No. Clearly there's enough human scum here already.
Oh, right. The king and queen of Lee come to call on King Balinor in the middle of the night with a dwarf. Sure.
I am Princess Shella of Lee.
Oh, pleased to meet you, your highness. Yeah, and her highness's father is the king of Tyrsis. Well, you can have a dwarf for a friend. You just can't bring him into Tyrsis. The debtors come out at night, and the gate is shut. That's the way it's been for weeks now. Well, take your time. I ain't going nowhere.
You can see for yourself. It's important these two see the king. Open the gates.
I told you, no dwarfs!
Figured this would happen. Hey, guard, you gonna let us in?
Go away!
You two go in. I'll go back to my hut.
No. We said we'd get you into the city. Yes. I'm sure he'll do something about this.
It's an idea.
Jack, Brendel, can't we work this out?
Some other time, maybe. So, guard, you gonna let these two in or not?
No. N-O. No dwarfs!
They aren't dwarves.
Okay, you two. In. Dwarf, you try anything, I'll put a crossbow bolt into you quicker than I can look over the top of you.
Goodbye. For now, Brendel.
Bye. Oh, yeah, and thanks for trying.
You wish to see King Balinor Buchanan? I'm afraid the king is far too busy to see just anyone who wanders into Tyrsis in the dead of night without proper escort or writ of passage. You two may not have noticed, but Tyrsis is in a state of emergency. If you'll declare your business, I will judge if it is of sufficient value to disturb His Majesty. The druid Arbolon sent you? No one has seen him since the war. Years past.
We saw him in Lee when he spoke to my father.
Oh yes, your father. I believe you said that your father was king of Lee?
My father is the king of Lee.
So you claim. Claim the sword of Shannara? Who do you think you are? The one true king? Shay Ohmsford's son, come to claim his elvish heritage? My, aren't we privileged by your presence? And, as I understand it, you intend to take it back. I suppose one needs to expect such things from those with elvish blood. Again? What is this, the third or the fourth time? You think he'd be bored with it by now. Oh, I'm certain he would be as amused by your stories as I am, but he's much too busy to be disturbed by half-breeds and wandering princesses at the moment. The insignia of the House of Lee. I presume this is yours, Princess Shella.
No, I stole it.
Very humorous. However, I will make the proper arrangements, and perhaps the king will be able to see you sometime later.
It's critical that we see him as soon as possible.
I will so inform His Majesty.
So Brona is behind this rising of the dead. When Shay destroyed him long ago, we hoped the Warlock Lord was gone forever. Each night, for weeks now, the risen dead roam the streets of Tyrsis, attacking everything. The Border Legion defends the weaker sections, but much of the city is still overrun. When a guard dies in battle, he rises again as a walking corpse, and our guards must fight the bodies of fallen comrades. It seems hopeless. Thanks to you, we can drive them off with Laurelwood, but that's a temporary solution. We need to use the Sword of Shannara to defeat Brona once more. But the Sword Vault has been surrounded by a magical barrier from the time the dead first attacked the city. None can pass that barrier, and none can defeat it. Our only hope is that Al-Anon will arrive soon and find a way for you to regain the sword.
But Al-Anon's journeying to the northeast. We don't know when he'll get here. We can't just wait for him.
Princess Shella, you and Jack Ohmsford seem to be the pawns of destiny against Brona this time. Do whatever you think is necessary to regain the Sword of Shannara. I have vital business with the Parliament for most of the day, so you will be on your own. You must forgive me, for I must return to my duties. I will speak with you both later.
His Majesty has given you permission to wander through Tyrsis unescorted and unsupervised. I suggest that you refrain from random pilferage and destruction.
And I thought my father had a big library. This is amazing. Doesn't that look like a picture of Brendel? The caption says this is a drawing of Hindle. Do you suppose they were related? There's certainly a resemblance.
I trust you two found the library satisfactory.
What is in that locked cabinet in the library?
Locked cabinet? Oh, the one at the back of the room. That has been locked for some time. I believe it contains a book that belonged to the former advisor of the king's brother. It contained some references to magic, so it was locked away. You needn't concern yourselves. That book is considered to contain dangerous information, and so was concealed from prying eyes, even those of would-be heroes. As I am responsible for the well-being of all within the castle, I am compelled to concern myself with your welfare as well. The book will remain in the cabinet. As far as I know, no one elected you hero here. King Balinor is dealing with the matter already.
That means we'll be hanging around disturbing you for a long time.
I suppose you think threats will make me open that cabinet.
It's your choice. If the book does help, we'll be out of here all the sooner. Otherwise, we may be here for a long while.
Very well, I shall open the cabinet. I only hope the book is every bit as dangerous as it is reputed to be. There now, I hope you are quite satisfied. Now, I'll return to my work, which is not to run errands for the two of you. He was before my time. I know only that he was a traitor, and that he murdered the former king of Tyrsis. As there is no one currently within the throne room for you to disturb, go right ahead.
It's so dark and cold in here. This place gives me the shivers. I don't think you should have done that, Jack. Now I know you shouldn't have done that.
Who seeks me?
Brona! That must be Brona!
Who are you?
Jack, let's get out of here.
Mortal creatures, I will destroy you!
Jack, run!
Jack, you are released. Break the mirror.
Jack? Can you hear me? Jack, say something. Are you all right? Jack, please, look at me! For a moment, I was afraid you were dead. Why didn't you run away from Brona? I thought you were with me. I never would have left you behind. It's just that I was so scared. Jack, are you all right? You look so strange. This sounds like a very bad idea, but it's not like we have much choice. We need to talk to Balinor first, and this time I'll deal with the Seneschal. After facing Brona, I can certainly confront a Seneschal. We found the secret chamber in the throne room. We discovered how Stenman contacted the Warlock Lord. We even spoke with Brona ourselves. Now we need to summon Stenman's ghost to rid Tyrsis of the walking corpses. That's why we need to speak with Balinor right now.
You wish to speak to the ghost of the mystic Stenman?
He was in league with Brona. He might have some idea what's happening.
In life, Stenman was an evil man. Murderer of my father, destroyer of my brother, a traitor to Tyrsis, and a minion of Brona. How can you believe that he will aid us? Tyrsis is already overrun by the dead, yet you intend to summon another? Is this truly wise? Take care, Jack. You need always to weigh the consequences before you take an action. I have dire misgivings about your intentions. Raising the dead seems such a terrible action. Unfortunately, Tyrsis has been under siege for weeks, and I have no better solution. What will it take to summon Stenman's shade?
We'll need the weapon Stenman was killed with, Hendel's great mace. But Brendel wants to take the mace back to the dwarves.
What are you talking about? But Tyrsis is a free city because Hendel and your father defended it. The dwarves have always been our allies. This is a problem I shall correct at once. Forgive me, Brendel, for being unaware of the problem here. Dwarves have always been our allies and friends in Tyrsis. You are welcome to stay at my castle as an honored guest.
Well and good, Your Majesty, and thanks for the offer, but I came here to claim the mace of Hendel as right of kin. I'll take it back to Culhaven to honor Hendel's memory.
I am sorry, Brendel, but I have promised the use of it to Jack for a few days. He hopes to rid Tyrsis of the plague of walking corpses that besiege us. Afterwards, you may return it to the dwarvish homelands.
Well, if it'll help, I guess I could stay on here a while.
In the meantime, join us at the castle, and we will tell everyone that you and all dwarves are welcome there. Guard! Attention!
What? Yes, sir, Your Majesty.
What is your name?
Stanwick, Your Majesty.
Stanwick, I understand you do not allow dwarves into Tyrsis. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Sireness. You see,
Dwarves have always been allies of Tyrsis and will always be welcome here. Do I make myself clear?
Oh, yes, Royal Sire. It's just that...
Furthermore, if someone comes here seeking safety at night, it is your job, Stanwick, to defend them against the walking corpses and allow them to enter. Do you understand?
Yes, but the Seneschal ordered...
Those are my orders, and they will be obeyed, Stanwick.
Yes, Your Sire, Highness, Majesty.
Come, Brendel. You will be welcome in Tyrsis as long as there is freedom here. Seneschal, why did you give the order that dwarves are not to enter Tyrsis?
Sire, it is my duty to protect the city of Tyrsis. I do what must be done, no matter how personally unpleasant such orders may be. You know that I live but to serve.
It is not your duty to make laws for this land. Your actions have exceeded your responsibilities and your authority.
Forgive me, Your Majesty. I only attempted to keep Tyrsis pure from those beings who are not human.
The last war was fought with the help of elves and dwarves. Without their aid, Tyrsis would have fallen. You have no cause to exclude them from our city, and if you ever exceed your authority on this matter again, you will be relieved of your duties. Is that clear?
Yes, of course, Your Highness.
Furthermore, if the Princess Lee, Brendel, or Jack Olmsford have any need, you will consider it your duty to assist them fully. Is that clear?
Yes, sire. I will make it my highest priority.
If I hear one more word of complaint about you, I will personally send you to the Dwarf Lands to assist our ambassador there.
I will do my utmost to serve, Your Majesty. I assure you that there will be no call for complaint.
Very well, Seneschal. I will hold you to your word. Forgive me, honored guests. I must return to my duties. I will meet with you again as soon as I am able.
Thank you, Your Majesty. You've been wonderful.
Yeah, thanks for everything.
Good day to you all.
I shall inform the king that you have taken the mace.
He already knows we need it.
Then I shall reassure him that you now have it.
Good wine here, good for cooking. Balinor won't miss it.
By the blood of thy blood I summon thee. By the weapon of thy death I summon thee. By the power of thy name, Stenman, and the power of my will, I summon thee. Stenman, I summon thee.
I am Stenman, mystic and follower of the Warlock Lord. By my blood, by my death, by my name, I have been drawn from the grave. Why have you summoned me? Brona is the master. He will destroy all living things and rule all the dead. You too will one day serve the master. You have only to die. It is a force that draws the dead forth from the grave and prevents the living from reaching the sword of Shannara. You cannot. You will not. I know much more than I will ever tell. I serve only the Master. The Warlock Lord will rule the world. The Dark Lord is my master, not you. I know you, Jack, son of Shay, bane of my master. I know you, Brendel, kin of Hendel, destroyer of my plans to conquer Tyrsis. I know you, Shella, daughter of Minion, my own murderer. You cannot bind me. You cannot kill me. You cannot gain that for which you summon me. I know what you want to know, and I will never tell. Only Brona can command me, never you, Jack Omsford. You are a fool to think otherwise.
You're going to use that spell? Won't that destroy Stenman utterly?
No, you cannot use that spell. Only a master of magic can use that spell.
Creature of the dead, hear my words.
No. No, do not. You must not.
Creature of the dead, I am your destroyer. I am the reaver of your soul.
No. No, I will obey. I will do whatever you want. Don't cast that spell. Do not shatter my soul.
Creature of the dead, all that you are, all that you were, will be no more.
Stop him. You must stop him. Only I can help you. I will help you.
Jack Stenman will help us now. Don't continue the spell.
Creature of the dead, I will annihilate you for all eternity.
No! Stop him! Stop him! Ah!
Jack, stop it! Stop reading the spell!
Creature of the dead, I now shatter!
Jack! Jack, are you all right? Jack, look at me! Jack, can you hear me? Will you be all right?
Yes, Master. I shall do as you say. You cannot. By the act of summoning me, you have damned your souls to undeath. When you die, you will be Brona's, and he will eat your souls. There is a formula that will disrupt the flow of the power. If you pour an elixir upon the field and chant the words, "Force of magic be thee gone" 3 times, the barrier will disperse. This is the formula of the spell of disruption. That which feeds upon the living, that which drives away the dead, that which died when first it blossomed, within one good gone bad. Surely, O Master, you can reckon the formula. It is the thought that gives birth to the magic. The spell will destroy the barrier and rid Tyrsis of the undead.
How did you do that? I'm lighter than you are. Let me try it. If this tree falls, you owe me. Remember that, Jack. There, I got it. Now all you owe me is a kiss. Oh, that's it! You figured out part of the magical formula.
Force of magic, be thee gone. Force of magic, be thee gone. Force of magic, be thee gone.
That's it! Jack, you did it! Are you okay? Stay here and rest. I'll get Balinor. He can open the vault.
Jack, you have endangered yourself and your friends by summoning the Shade of Stenman. Brona has power over the dead, and by your use of necromancy, you have given him power over you. If you die while Brona still exists, you will all become ghosts. You did what must be done. Not even I knew the spell to destroy the barrier. Nonetheless, the price is far too high.
Then we'll have to get rid of Brona, or not die for a while. I kind of prefer both.
Brendel, you speak bravely, but the task before you is harder than you know. Behold, the sword of Shannara.
The sword is broken!
Yes, Brona was determined that the sword of Shannara would never harm him again.
But without the sword, how can we ever hope to defeat the Warlock Lord?
The sword of Shannara must be reforged.
Take some powerful magic to do that.
It will take magic from all of the four lands, and all of the races of this world. From Arbolon in the west, you must find elf stones and an elf who can use them. From the north, you must find a troll who has the right to bear the black iris. From the east, you must seek the dwarven hammer of power, and a dwarf who is willing to risk the wrath of the Warlock Lord. Finally, from the south, you must find a gnome who wields the magic torque. All four must accompany you to the Hadeshorn, where the shade of the Archdruid Bremen will use the magic of all these items to reforge the Sword of Shannara.
But, Alanon, no one could find all those things, or make the races work together.
Jack can.
He's already got his dwarf.
He's got me to protect him.
Jack Omsford, you are now the bearer of the Sword of Shannara. Do you accept this task, impossible though it might be? Very well, Jack Omsford. Now journey with your companions to Arbolon. Seek the elf stones and the elf who can use them. King Eventine Elesidil will aid you. I return to the Hadeshorn to do what I can to prevent Brona from gaining more power over you. Good luck, all of you.
I must stay and rebuild Tyrsis. However, Jack, were I not now king, I too would be at your side. May fortune favor you all. The fate of the world is yours to bear.
We should take the road back south until we come to a road leading to Kern where we can spend the night before going on to Arbolon.
Road's been cleared.
Yes. Balinor sent some troops against the monsters we met coming up. We should be safe if we stay near the roads. There's the ferry. At least we know Balinor's men made sure this ferry doesn't have any monsters waiting for us. We're almost to the ferry that goes to the island city of Kern. Yes, if my father hadn't warned the city about the approaching army, many people would have died. They've built the city back up, but you can still see areas that were burned to the ground. She lived here before she married father. I visited here with her once. The city's surrounded by the Myrmidon River. It's on the way to Arbolon, and we can eat a real meal there, instead of trail rations.
Forgive me, Master, for not destroying Jack Omsford. I knew only that I needed to return to you, and I could not keep you waiting.
You fool! This mortal creature seeks to restore the Sword of Shannara. He must be destroyed!
But you destroyed the Sword of Shannara. How could it be restored?
Accursed Alanon and my archfoe Bremen will use the magic of others to reforge it. This must not happen!
But how do we stop this?
You will go to the north and make certain that the trolls and the elves go to war. Such ancient foes will never ally with one another, and thus the Sword of Shannara will never be reforged.
What of Omsford?
Shifter, I will give you a new shape. Use it to slay Omsford and his followers.
I will obey.
According to the map in Tyrsis, Arbolon is to the northwest. We need to take another ferry across the Myrmidon to get there.
Welcome, strangers, to Arbolon. What brings you to the Elven lands? The king is away. You will need to speak with Prince Arion. Follow the path, and you will come to the manor of the Elven rulers. There are no walls around this part of Arbolon. The forest protects us. No, my curious friend. You have already passed many guards. You were not enemies, so you passed without challenge.
We didn't see any guards.
You were not supposed to see them. I am Lessa, guard of Arbolon and a warrior of Prince Arion. You may all pass freely through the elf lands.
That must be the royal manor up ahead.
Good day, travelers. I am Davio, advisor of Arbolon. Welcome to the Elflands.
I am Princess Shella of Lee. This is Jack Omsford, and this is Brendel.
Welcome to all of you. How may I help you? Prince Arion is very busy right now. May I be of service to you? That is grave news indeed. I shall send a messenger to King Eventide forthwith.
Where is King Eventide?
He is leading the army of Arbolon to Strelhaim Plains to rescue his son Ain from the trolls. I will inform Prince Arion again that you desire an audience with him. In the meantime, you are guests of Arbolon. Go where you like and see the beauty of the elvish lands. Elfstones. My, your task is not an easy one.
What do you mean by that?
You are fortunate that I am a scholar and historian. Elfstones and magic are two areas of my studies. Jack Omsford, was it not your father who held the last-known set of blue elfstones? Elfstones are extremely rare. If the bearer of the stones dies while using them, the stones are destroyed. Over the centuries, most elfstones have been destroyed or lost to our knowledge. Shay Olmsford was the last person actually to use elfstones.
Don't the elves use them?
The elves have not used elfstones for centuries. Most elves do not know they ever existed. There are several colours. The blue stones that Shay Olmsford held were seeking stones. The green stones were stones of protection. There was even said to be a black elfstone, but I have been unable to ascertain its abilities. That is the difficulty. You see, Jack Olmsford, as far as anyone really knows, your father has the only elfstones in existence.
But Alanon sent us here to find some.
Alanon sent you here? That is most interesting indeed. Then perhaps the rhyme of the rune will aid us. Very few elves ever had the will to use the elfstones, but the Shannara family had a strong affinity for magic. Shay Olmsford could use the elfstones because of his Shannara blood. That placard on the wall near the fireplace refers to the rune diamonds. They are somehow linked with the elfstones and the rune rock. I will need to do more research to discover the link between them. I will be honored to help you however I can. There are many ancient books here, and I will look up all available information on the subject. I am certain that the rune rock in the Gardens of Life is somehow tied to your quest.
What is this supposed to mean?
No one is certain, although many scholarly papers have been written about it. It refers to a series of runes that represent the various magical forces. Prince Arion will see you now. I have informed him of your purpose. A servant waits on the other side of the far door to lead you to the council room.
So, the Warlock Lord has returned, and once again the world must be saved by a half-breed. A pity Brona wiped out all the elven descendants of the Shannara line. Now the druid insists that you find some elfstones here. There have not been elfstones in Arbolon for centuries. Your mission is doomed.
Davio doesn't seem to think so.
Princess Shella, Scholar Davio is a foolish old pedant. He knows only his books. Return to your homelands. When the armies of Arbolon return with my father, we elves will ride to war against Brona directly. This time we will destroy him forever. If you choose to so waste your time, it is your own concern. The Sword of Shannara has twice failed to destroy the Warlock Lord. We have depended upon magic too long. We need to rely on our strength at arms and our strategy at war. Only then will the threat of Brona be eliminated.
But Brona will use magic against you. He almost won the last war.
That is because we did not face Brona directly, but fought only against his allies. This time, I will lead our armies to victory. Because those thrice-cursed trolls invaded Arbolon and kidnapped my brother. The elven armies will make them pay for their stupidity. I am very busy and have little time to waste. You are welcome to stay in Arbolon as long as you desire, but I do advise you not to waste your time seeking magic. The armies of Arbolon will prevail against the Dark Lord. You have my permission to leave.
I trust your meeting with Prince Arion was interesting. Now you will need to seek the rune diamonds. Runes are symbolic inscriptions with great magical significance.
Which means...
Basically, runes are magical writing. They are reputed to be rhombus-shaped, roughly ranging from the size of a hand to 2 hands, inscribed with a rune symbol representing the associated magical property.
Could you be a little less obscure?
All right. Rune diamonds are diamond-shaped and marked with a runic symbol of either elf, earth, air, water, fire, or life. Does that make better sense?
Yes. Thank you.
Well, that will be difficult.
What do you mean by that?
This is the point upon which other scholars disagree with me. Most elvish scholars believe the rune diamonds to be purely symbolic, arcane, and lost to our current knowledge. I believe they are linked to the rhyme of runes. I have studied the rune rock in the Gardens of Life. I believe that it is designed to contain a series of rune diamonds related directly to the rhyme of runes. I believe the purpose of the Rhyme of Runes and the Rune Rock is to protect a set of elfstones.
Did you find this in your studies?
Not exactly, but it's a theory of mine. However, if you find some elfstones as a result of all this, I shall be proven correct.
So this could all be a wild elfstone chase.
Well, yes, but if I am incorrect, there are no elfstones to be found in Arbolon. Search Arbolon for the rune diamonds. If you can find even one, you will know that we are on the correct path.
All right for now, but I want my scarf back.
You better clean that out when you're done with it.
It's a beautiful garden, isn't it? I've never seen a tree quite like that one.
Greetings again, far travelers. My brother Hani serves in King Eventine's army. They will soon return victorious against the treacherous armies of the trolls. Your courtesy reflects your honor, Jack Omsford. Please leave that ladder where it is. I need to get up to this guard post.
We have to get to the roof of the manor house.
Then we need to make some arrangement. Why do you want me to take this rope? I will use your rope for a while if you will return the ladder when you are finished with it.
We're going to drag this ladder all the way to the manor house? It's a long way down there.
Jack and I can handle this.
Oh, I'll help. It's just going to be even more trouble trying to get it back up here. Let's set the ladder up over there. Carrying this was entirely too much work. I hate the idea of having to take it back uphill.
You two go on up. I'll support this thing from down here.
This is a very steep roof, so we'll need to be careful. Some of these roof slats are loose.
Thank you for the use of your rope. I hope the ladder aided you. Now that I have done you a favor, Jack Omsford, will you perhaps do a favor for me?
What sort of favor do you want Jack Omsford to do?
Here is a ring to give to the prince. You need only tell him that it is from she who waits.
Why don't you just give the ring to the prince yourself?
Prince Arian will understand why I do this.
What? Who is this from?
It's from the guard Lessa for Prince Arian.
Oh, you startled me for a moment. For the prince? I'd better take this to him immediately. Prince Arian formally requests to speak with you now.
Scholar Davio tells me that you received a silver ring from the guard Lesser to give to me. Is that true?
Yes. What's this all about?
It is an elvish custom, not your concern. However, I do formally request that you give this golden ring to the guard Lesser.
Jack, that pendant Prince Arian is wearing, doesn't it look like a rune diamond? Your Highness, what is the object you wear around your neck?
It is an insignia of my high office. This is a symbol of rulership, not some fantasy of Davio's. Of course not. It does not leave my neck. I have been willing to indulge you on your futile quest thus far, but I refuse this ridiculous request. That will be all. You are dismissed.
Did you give my ring to Prince Arian? How wonderful. I only dreamed that such a thing might happen. Thank you truly, Jack Omsford. For your kindness, how may I now help you? It only means that we may now court. If we enjoy one another's company, Perhaps we will wed.
I'm sure that Prince Aryan will enjoy your company.
Perhaps I can speak with the prince for you. What is the matter, Jack Ormsford?
We need to borrow the elf rune he wears.
Tell me, Jack, is this important to you?
It's important to all of us.
Then I will speak directly to the prince for you. Perhaps I can convince him of your honor. If you, Jack Ormsford, will guard my post for me, I shall go now to speak with Aryan.
Think she can sway Aryan?
I'm willing to bet on it. She's good at manipulating men.
Here is the elf rune. Prince Aryan only requests that you return it as soon as you can.
How did you get Aryan to give it to you?
He is most kind to those he considers important.
Wait, I want to get my scarf. There. Now the fountain is the way it should be. We found them. We got the elf stones.
How wonderful! May I please see them? Oh, that's right. I'm supposed to escort you immediately to Prince Aryan. Please follow me.
It is well that you returned the elf rune, Jack Ormsford. As for your party, Princess Shella, I assume you will be leaving Arbolon now.
We need to find an elf to join us.
You want an elf to join your futile mission against the Warlock Lord? No elf would be so foolish. Those elves who remain in Arbolon are either unfit for travel or have duties that prevent them from serving the elvish armies. You can travel east to the Strelaheim Plains, where you will find the armies of Arbolon and my father, King Eventide. Very well. Since you have embraced your own destruction by attempting to face the Warlock Lord directly, I must respect your courage, even as I question your intelligence. I will aid you in your mission. I grant you a writ of free passage, which will allow you to travel unquestioned through our armies in Strelaheim, and to speak with King Eventide. Good fortune to you all, for you will need it.
That went very well. You certainly managed to impress Prince Aryan. Oh, I would love to see the magic you will experience. However, I'm afraid I'm not much of an adventurer. I was never very good at fighting or traveling. You honor me with your invitation, but I fear I would be more of a liability than an asset.
We need an elf who can use the elf stones.
I am not certain anyone around here could actually use the elf stones. It is a rare elf with such an affinity for magic. However, an elf would only have to touch the stones to know if he or she had the potential to wield them. It will be dangerous there, with the troll armies massed against our armies of Arbolon. Why must you go there of all places?
We need to find a trollish magic item and a troll who can wield it.
A troll? How will you get one of those foul creatures to help you?
Jack will figure out something.
There is great glory in magic, but all magic has a price, Jack. Sometimes the price is too great, but you will not always have a choice in the matter. The fate of the world again depends upon a descendant of Shannara. I wish you well, Jack, and all the luck in the world. Would that I could help you more. They are most beautiful. I can feel the power flowing within them. I can feel the magic.
Guess that makes you our companion, if you're willing to come along. Either that, or you'll have to give the Elfstones back to us.
I could never bear to give these up. They are far too precious.
Then let's get going.
Do you really want me, of all elves, to join you?
Come on, Davio. You're the best magic-using elf we know.
Greetings, good Davio, and to you all. How is it that you travel this day?
I have joined with Jack Omsford, Princess Shella, and Brendel to aid them against the Warlock Lord.
Davio, are you not a little old for such adventuring?
I am needed, and so I must go, Lessa.
I wish you all well wherever you must go.
We travel first to the war-torn lands where our armies now clash with the trolls.
Remember me then to my brother Hani, and tell him how things now fare between Prince Arian and myself, if you but have the chance.
If we have a chance, Lessa, we shall.
Good faring and good fortune.
Also to you, farewell.
We don't know our way around here, Davio. You'll have to guide us.
I took the precaution of studying the map carefully before leaving. We need to travel north for several miles around the mountains, then head east across the Strellerheim plains. We'll be traveling in the canyon region. I am certain we will encounter the elvish armies and be able to warn King Eventide Alesidil about the return of the Warlock Lord.
The Elfstones are a dangerous weapon. The magic of the Elfstones draws part of its power from the wielder. Thus the Elfstones cannot be used more than once without rest, or the user will be drained to the point of death. Also, any use of the Elfstones will draw the attention of Brona. However, the Elfstones are your most powerful tool to use against the Warlock Lord's agents. Use them wisely.
Look, up ahead. There's a man fighting some monsters.
I fear that he is badly outnumbered.
Come on, Jack. Let's go help him.
There's more where that came from, Ugly. Nice of you to drop by. Shall we show these things how to die?
Need help?
Telsec! You gonna join us or just watch? Good shot, lady!
My name's Shella.
Pleased to meet you, Shella. I'm Panemon Creel.
This a battle or polite conversation?
Oh, this isn't a battle. battle. This is just a little target practice. So, what brings your unlikely-looking party to the middle of nowhere? Ooh, now I'm really worried. Trouble runs in your family. Brona's back? Well, good luck and goodbye. I had enough of him the last time.
Mr. Creel, were you not at Shay Olmsford's side when he destroyed Brona?
Yeah, and I have no intention of doing that again. Thank you very much. Telsek is the son of my old pal Kelset. We're looking for a stolen object. Now, why would the likes of you be looking for a trollish award?
The sword of Shannara has been broken, and we need the Black Iryx to reforge it.
Well, just so happens Telsek and I are searching for the Black Iryx ourselves. Seems some elves stole it from the trolls and, started this war.
Elves do not steal! Nor did elves start this war. Trolls kidnapped the Prince of Arbolon, and that forced us to move against the trolls.
Hey, wait a minute. We've been tracking the party of elves who took the Iryx all the way from the troll homelands. Follow us and you can see for yourselves who stole what. Telsek is a great tracker. Not an easy thing to do in this territory.
Elves go.
Telsek says that the tracks of the elves go through here.
Trolls go.
You sure, Telsek? Why would trolls and elves go here?
I don't know, but it looks like they both came through here about the same time, judging from the tracks.
So where'd they go?
Me move.
Haha! Bullseye, Telsek!
That did it! It's collapsing entirely!
Ambush.
What's going on here?
Elves? Don't shoot! We're allies from Arbolon!
Bad trolls.
Elves and trolls? Hey, what's going on here?
Destroy them all! Get them!
What's going on here?
This must be Brona's work. Nasty magic, no doubt about it.
That's the way, Davio.
Let's take that leader out.
You will pay for this. All of you.
Damn! He's getting away! How many of these monsters are hiding around here?
Many more.
Oh, great. This could take all day.
Is everyone all right? Whew, that was some battle.
Monsters go.
Now what? The damned leader got away. The question is, did he take the Black Iryx with him?
Jack, what are you doing? Wait for me.
Easy there, princess. Best to take that rock face one at a time. Less chance of rock falls that way.
Jack, be careful.
Prove it, scum! Who gave this to you? Where is my father, King Eventide? Those were not real trolls, they were monsters. Prince Ain Elicidel, son of Eventide, King of Arbolon. You can just call me Ain, though. They tied me up when they saw some people coming. I slipped out of the ropes while they were busy and hid up here. This is a great place to throw rocks at the monsters. I can get them, but they can't get me. I drove a couple of monsters off already. Great! You lead, I'll follow. That way I can keep an eye on you just in case. The leader of the monsters put that up there. Then he did something weird to the ceiling around it. The leader used some kind of magic around that thing. He just got here a day or so ago, but all the other monsters are afraid of him. It looked like it moved a little, and some of the rocks fell down. Scholar Davio always said that you never know what knowledge will be useful.
Jack, what happened? Who's that with you?
Ain! Prince Ain, are you all right? How did you get here?
Oh, hello, Scholar Davio. I'm okay. Jack Omsford rescued me from the monsters.
We must find your father immediately and explain this situation. Arbolon is at war with the trolls because we thought trolls had stolen you away.
Jack, did you find the Black Iryx?
Iryx.
Telsec, we need that in order to defeat Brona.
Go, trolls.
You're gonna have to convince the Troll King of that. Telsec is honor-bound to return the Black Iryx to the trolls.
Since when do trolls have honor?
Watch it, Elf. Telsec, like his father Kelset, is about as honorable a being as you can find. So if you want the Black Iryx, you'll have to come with us to the battleground where the elves and trolls do play. You'll have to do some pretty fast talking to convince the trolls to let you have the Black Iryx. It's only awarded to the mightiest and most honorable of all trolls.
A very rare commodity indeed.
Then let's stop talking and get going.
All right, let's get going. Next stop, the war. There, you can see the two great armies. To the west lies the encampment of the elves, and to the east, the camp of the trolls.
Look! I can see my father's tent from here. Let's go.
Jack, my people are at war with the trolls, and it would be best I not approach that encampment. I will take Prince Ain to his father in the elven camp and explain the situation to him. Farewell to you all.
Stop! We'd kill you dead.
Don't worry. I'll handle this. Hey, it's all right. I'm Panamon Creel.
good friend of your king.
Kill them!
Smooth talking, Panamon.
Oh, this doesn't sound good.
What are they arguing about?
Well, yeah, they all agree we're human scum, and Telsek is a traitor to his own kind. The argument is mostly about, how to kill us.
Human scum die, Telsek die.
Telsek, say something in your own defense, or we won't live long enough to regret this.
The Black Irex. How you find? Where you find?
All right, let me do the talking for you, Telsek. Yeah, it all started when Telsek and I learned of the missing Black Irex, several weeks ago.
Enough, Panamon. Too much talk.
Let's let Jack explain, Panamon.
Bad. Very bad. Elves come steal Black Irex.
Rona steal.
Ha! Easy to trick elves. War be over soon. All elves dead.
Many trolls dead.
Brona strong enemy. Fight hard. Elves die easy.
Brona will be stronger if you fight this war.
Peace only when trolls win war.
What if the elves win?
Elves not win. Trolls strong.
Well, there could be a challenge of champions.
Troll champion win easy. Elf champion lose easy. War over quick. No elf beat troll. No elf accept challenge. Elf lose. Elf stupid. Not that stupid.
Maybe Jack could talk to the elves and get them to accept the challenge.
Yeah, let's go talk the elves into this.
You all prisoners. Let you go, you run off. Then we not get to kill you.
No. Much honor.
Honor in human scum? Ha!
Stake life.
Telsek stake life. Human scum get elves to accept challenge?
Telsek, maybe that isn't such a good idea.
Stake life.
Telsek die if elves not accept challenge. Let human scum go. If no return by sunset, Telsek die.
Come no closer, wayfarers. The army of Arbolon is at war. Strangers are not permitted in our camp. Allow me to lead you to King Eventide, honored guests. Enter freely the encampment of the Arbolon armies.
Greetings, Jack Holmesford, Princess Shella of Lee, Brendel of Culhaven, and Panamon Creel. Scholar Davio informed us of your coming. I am Eventide Elesidil, and this is my middle son, Ander.
I am honored to meet all of you.
I thank you greatly for the return of my son, Ain. It seems my family will forever be in debt to your family, Jack. It grieves me that Arbolon must once again fight a war started by the Warlock Lord. There will be many deaths and little gain.
We've come here to stop this war, actually.
Jack, why don't you tell King Eventide what happened at the troll camp?
No elf can take on a troll single-handed in combat.
In a challenge of champions, the chosen defenders of both sides contend to determine the winner. According to the rules of a challenge of champions, the choice of weapons goes to the side that is challenged.
In any form of combat, the troll has an unfair advantage.
Perhaps we could choose a weapon of marked advantage to the elves. Shall we turn the challenge of champions into a riddle contest?
Challenging the trolls to a riddle contest is a battle of wits with an unarmed opponent.
An excellent suggestion. We shall meet with the Troll King at dawn to accept the challenge. Our chosen weapon will be riddles.
I invite you all to stay in the elven encampment as my guests.
We need to return to the troll camp to tell the trolls that you'll meet their king tomorrow.
Very well. Until tomorrow. Farewell.
Jack convinced the elves to accept the challenge of champions.
Good. If elves lose, they surrender. Then trolls kill them all. No trolls die.
That's not the way a challenge is supposed to be.
Is troll way.
You will need to meet with King Eventide Elesadil at dawn tomorrow.
Good. Tomorrow war ends. Trolls win.
Greetings, King of the Trolls. We meet upon the battleground for your parley.
What that mean?
Talk. Challenge.
Trolls demand challenge of champions from elf scum.
The elves of Arbolon accept the gracious offer of the Trolls.
How we kill you? What weapons you want?
Riddles are the weapons we choose.
Riddle, not weapon. Elves cheat.
The choice of weapon rests with the challenged.
No! Riddle, not weapon. No challenge.
If you are afraid of losing, perhaps you will apologize for your insults and retract your challenge.
What that mean?
Say sorry.
No! Trolls not lose. Trolls not say sorry to elf scum.
Then you will stand by your challenge of champions.
Trolls challenge elf scum. Trolls beat elf scum at riddles.
The challenge has been given and accepted. The weapon chosen is the riddle. Both sides will withdraw from the field to choose their champion, then return for the challenge of champions.
They don't like the idea of the riddle contest very much.
It's human scum fault. If trolls lose, human scum die. Then elves die.
Troll. Honor?
No honor if trolls lose. Who troll champion? Strongest fighter troll? Very stupid.
Oh, Telsec would make a good champion. He did find the Black Irex, after all.
Telsec make good champion, yes. If lose, Telsec die with human scum. Who want to be champion helper? Also die if trolls lose challenge.
I'll do it.
No, you stay here. Trolls lose, you die first.
Jack will help Telsec.
Jack be next to die if trolls lose. Jack that stupid? Good. Not waste good troll when lose challenge. Now we go tell elves we very honorable. Challenge of champions will begin.
The elven challenger will be the first to pronounce a riddle. The troll champion will present the solution to the elven arbiter before the passing of an hour, or the elves will be declared winner. Once the riddle is answered, the troll will query the elven challenger. Again, the elf has 1 hour to answer. All riddles must be answerable by objects located within the immediate area of this battlefield. If the object cannot be found, the champion can challenge his opponent. Unless the opponent produces the object, he forfeits the match. The champion for the elves of Arbolon is Prince Ander. The champion for the trolls is Telsec. I shall be the arbiter of the rules, as shall my trollish counterpart, Gronk. The elf champion will now announce the first riddle.
On the wind I sailed, giving flight to the wing. Graceful, dancing, floating thing.
The first riddle has been spoken. The troll champion has 1 hour to return with the answer.
Jack, Brindle and I are going to stay in King Eventide's tent during the competition. We'll see you there. Good luck.
Go trolls. Riddle rhyme. Wing thing. Good. We go.
The troll champion has returned. Do you have the answer to the riddle?
Feather
This is an acceptable answer. It is the Troll Champion's turn to ask a riddle.
Skull Crusher.
The riddle has been spoken. The Elf Champion has 1 hour to return with the answer. Is this an acceptable answer?
Yes.
It is the Elf Champion's turn to ask a riddle.
Silver armor, shining bright, never yet a noble knight. Swiftly darting, silent as death, alive, yet never breathes a breath.
The second riddle has been spoken. The Troll Champion has 1 hour to return with the answer.
Halt! No troll filth enters the camp of Arbolon.
Jack, what's going on? Have you solved the riddle yet?
Good day again, Jack Omsford.
Pity about the wine. Should have used it sooner. Sure, no use for it now.
Worms. Fat, juicy worms. What you give for stew? Good stuff for stew. Ah, that good stuff makes stew strong. You take good worm stew. Good. We go.
What is your answer? This clearly answers the riddle. It is the Troll Champion's turn to ask a riddle.
Sightless eyes.
The riddle has been spoken. The Elf Champion has 1 hour to return with the answer. I gather the skull was an acceptable answer. It is the Elf Champion's turn to ask a riddle.
In spring I am born. In summer I darken. In autumn I blaze. In winter I die.
The third riddle has been spoken. The Troll Champion has 1 hour to return with the answer.
Fall season.
I am he. I am pleased that she is well. I do not give help to those who help the trolls. If you believe the trolls will peacefully end this war, you are more than foolish. The elves would have won the challenge of champions by now if it weren't for you. I am. How is it that my sister needed your aid? Prince Arian is now courting Lessa? That is fair news indeed. I cannot betray my people, even for a friend. How is an alliance between the Elesadil family and our own will be useful. She is strong and willful as well. She deserves a powerful mate. I am... I have no use for a broken soul. I find it very difficult to believe that this is the sword of Shannara. Why do you carry such an object? I do not help trolls. You are foolish to think the trolls will abide by the agreement. You ask me to betray my people? How do you hope to convince me to do such a thing?
Try trade.
I have no use for a... I find it very difficult to believe that this is the sword of Shannara. Why do you carry such an object? Your father with Shay Omsford? What you say must be true, and your news is indeed grave. War is the playground of the Dark Lord. I fear my people are his pawns. Trolls have always been Brona's slaves.
Trolls free.
The Warlock Lord is long gone. May his soul rot forever. Your war troll. I do not. You ask me. Why do you hand me this broken sword? Why do you seek my shield? It has not the value of the sword of Shannara. Take my shield and keep the sword of Shannara. I believe your task is hopeless, but I will do what I can to restore the sword.
What is your answer?
Oak leaf.
Is this an acceptable answer?
It is.
It is the Troll Champion's turn to ask a riddle.
Jack, help. What riddle? Magic rocks.
Magic rocks? That is not a proper riddle.
On what grounds is the riddle improper, Prince Ander?
The rules clearly state that the answer to the riddle can be found in this immediate area. There are no magical stones of any sort in this region.
But, my lord!
If the riddle is unanswerable, the contest is forfeit. Thus the elf folk now win by default.
Not look.
Do not waste my time, troll. Your people have lost the challenge of champions.
Show, Davio.
To what is that troll referring, Davio?
To these, my lord. Tell us it refers to the elf stones of Arbolon.
Ha! Elves lose by own rules. Trolls win challenge.
I fear, my lords, that the Troll King is correct. The trolls win the challenge by default.
Trolls win! Trolls win!
The elven armies shall return to their homelands. This land shall be given to the trolls.
Throw down weapons! Give up!
We are not fools, Troll King. Your treachery will not prevail, and the elves are not defenseless.
Then trolls will fight, and elves die.
Eventide danger.
Troll King, look out!
My sincere thanks, Jack, Telsec, and Davio. It seems the greatest treachery is that of the Warlock Lord.
Those Brona's monsters? Warlock Lord almost killed Troll King. Brona will pay.
Brona enemy. Elf ally.
Not kill elf scum? Lousy fight anyway. Brona's monsters make good fight.
The armies of Arbolon shall return to our homelands to prepare for our attack upon the forces of the Warlock Lord. There is now a formal truce between the Trolls and the Elves, assuming the Troll King accepts this offer.
You go home, we claim land. Sounds fair. We fight Brona's monsters. Sounds fun.
The Elven armies leave at dawn.
Good. We go camp now. Trolls rule! Warlock Lord never use trolls again. Troll King win war. Troll King earn Black Irix.
No! No honor.
Who has more honor than Troll King?
Telsec!
Jack.
Telsec, much honor. Telsec earn Black Irix.
No! Troll King!
Telsec! Telsec may good Troll King!
No! Troll King me!
Go, Jack.
Telsec is gonna face the Warlock Lord and make him pay for trying to trick the trolls.
Good. Telsec go far. Kill Brona for trolls. Very honorable. Or very dead.
What about you, Panemon? Care to join us against Brona?
Princess, it's tempting, I'll tell you. I've faced him once, and I'm not afraid to face him again. Well, not too afraid anyway. However, I think I'm gonna stay right here. Someone's gotta help the Troll King learn about honor.
Good! Humans come teach Troll King. Troll King be like Telsec.
Farewell, Telsec. I'm gonna miss your rocky face around here. Jack, I wish you all the luck in the world. You're sure gonna need it. You're the finest group of heroes I ever had the chance to save the world with. Hey, when you see Brona, tell him I said hello.
Our journey now is to far-off Culhaven. We will need to travel eastward to Janison Pass, then south past the town of Storlock, and on to the Silver River. We can follow along the river until we arrive at the Dwarf City.
Pass.
Ah yes, we have arrived at Janison Pass across the Charnel Mountains. Once across, we will enter the Rab Plains and pass through Storlock on the way to Culhaven.
Enough travelogue. Let's get going.
Monsters.
It's an ambush. We're surrounded.
Get the elf now! Damn you, girl. When I return, I will have reinforcements. You, however, have lost your elf permanently.
Davio is unconscious, and the wound is definitely poisoned. He needs a healer.
Storlock gnomes are healers. Long way from here, though.
We've got to get him to Storlock quickly.
Tell Secretary. Elf pale.
Davio does look too pale. We've got to hurry. Sorry to wake you, Jack, but we gotta go. Davio's getting weaker, and he's deathly cold.
Rab River. We're near Storlock.
Elf sick.
He's very cold, and I can't stop the wound from bleeding. Jack, Davio may not make it.
Elf bad.
Jack, Davio's having trouble breathing. He looks as bad as my father did just before we gave him the antidote. He doesn't have much time left.
Getting near Storlock.
I only hope we're not too late.
Your friend the elf is gravely ill. We have done all we can for him, but it is clearly not enough.
Why? You saved the life of Jack's father when he was dying from poison. Why can't you heal Davio?
The source of all our healing comes from the waters of the Blue Pond. However, as you can see, the waters have become fouled. They can no longer heal.
Elf die?
Without the clean waters of Blue Pond, yes, your friend will die. A few weeks back, the stream which feeds the Blue Pond became befouled. We tried to dam the stream, but could not prevent the unclean water from ruining the pond. There is nothing we gnomes can do. Unless the source of this pollution is discovered and cleansed, the pond will be utterly ruined, and we will be driven away from Storlock forever. A mixture of decaying creatures and a strong poison. It is much like that produced by arachnids, but the quantity is astonishing. Unless the Blue Pond is restored quickly, your friend will die. If you and your party can find the cause of the stream's foulness and prevent it from destroying the waters, there is a chance your friend can be saved.
We can follow the stream and see if we can find the source of the pollution. What is that thing?
Bad thing.
Smells bad too, like kerosene. I'll bet this is where the poison's coming from.
You can see where the arrows damaged its eye. My father told me about this thing. It's fast, tough, and deadly.
So what'll we do? There's only 4 of us, and I don't want to get this thing angry.
Drop rock.
What are you talking about?
Big rock. Crush monster.
Even you couldn't move that rock.
Use Irix. Make stronger.
Telsek, even if you could move the rock, you can't get near it without the monster seeing you. I'm not sure what you're up to, but here goes. Okay, Jack, light it up. 1 flaming arrow at your service. Here goes.
That does it. Telsek, your turn. Got it.
Now the odds are a little more even. Watch out! Those tentacles are poisonous.
Your companion has survived, and we are using the waters of the Blue Pond to heal him. You have saved your friend and the gnomes of Storlock through your actions. We are most grateful. Your debt is repaid 1,000-fold. So the Princess of Lee has informed me. We had heard of rumors of Brana's return. It grieves us greatly to have our suspicions confirmed. I am sorry, but the gnomes of Storlock cannot help you in this matter. We are pacifists, unable by our vows to harm or to help harm anyone or anything.
Without the help of a gnome, the Warlock Lord can't be stopped. We need you.
Forgive me, Princess of Lee. Before a gnome of Storlock would break his vows, he would take his own life. If you seek the help of our less civilized brethren, it is best to remember that their lives are a continual struggle for power. Offer it, and you may enlist a temporary ally. All are individuals and must be judged as such. For the most part, though, It is the rare gnome that values honor and will not seek an easy advantage. Only the strongest or most treacherous are respected in gnomish society. Of course, every gnome wants to kill the most powerful, but the gnomes greatly respect and admire such leaders. There are 2 items of gnomish magic. One is the magical torque, and the other is the Helm of Command. It allows the wearer to cast a spell of fire that will burn an object or a person. The more powerful the user, the more powerful the spell. The torque is usually worn by the High Shaman, the spiritual leader of all the tribes. Soon the gnome tribes will gather for their annual pilgrimage to the mountains of Rune, to the southwest. The shaman will surely be there. It allows the wearer to speak words of command that gnomes cannot help but obey. It is extremely powerful and dangerous. It has been lost to the gnomes for generations. It was buried in the Hall of Kings with the greatest gnome leader of all time.
I have come to destroy you, as I promised.
I still live, servant of Brona, despite your attempt to poison me. I yet hold the Elfstones.
This time, we'll defeat you, Shifter.
Do not think I will be so foolish as to face you alone. My army will crush you all.
Hate to say this, Jack, but we are a bit outnumbered.
Fight.
We can't stand against all those monsters.
I fear, Princess Shella, that we will indeed be defeated, though I, for one, will fight to the last.
Good fight.
Yes, Telsik, it will be a good fight. I will be proud to die with such companions, even if one is a troll.
Jack, no matter what happens, I'm glad to be here with you at my side.
Attack! Kill them all!
Do not be afraid, Jack Omsford. I am the King of the Silver River. I am taking you and your friends to safety. However, your journey has far to go, and there is much danger. Heed now my words, Jack. On your path lies deceit, betrayal, and death. You will lose something that you love dearly, or everything you have done will become a lie. Be wary and choose your way carefully. The Sword of Shannara is the mirror of inner truth. To wield its power, you must confront everything you have done and see it as it truly is. You are the only one who can face Brona with the Sword of Shannara. But can you face yourself first? I will give you a gift to aid you on the journey. Use it upon the waters when you need to control the power of the Silver River. Farewell, Jack, and good luck.
What happened?
strange dream.
I had the strangest dream, too. I was told that one day I must choose between love and life. How weird.
I believe we were rescued by the legendary King of the Silver River. His domain is the Silver River, and he is noted for protecting it. He is seldom seen, but we now owe our lives to him.
Who are these creatures who invade our village? Why have you led these outsiders here, Brendel?
This is Jack, son of Shay Omsford, Princess Shella, daughter of King Menyon of Lee, Davio, scholar to King Eventide, and Telsec, bearer of the Black Iryx. That good enough for you? I've returned with Hendel's mace, and we've come to get the Hammer of Power.
No! No one may take the Hammer of Power from Culhaven!
Look, the Warlock Lord is back, and the Sword of Shannara is broken. If Jack doesn't get the Hammer of Power, Brona's gonna destroy the world totally this time, because there isn't any other way to stop him.
That may be what you were told, but the Hammer of Power remains in Culhaven. The outsiders will leave the city in the morning. The hammer is needed for the defense of Culhaven against the armies of Brona. Already our scouts have seen signs that the enemy approaches.
The Hammer of Power has been hanging on a wall in Culhaven since before the last war.
That wasn't what King Balinor was going to say.
King Balinor of Tyrsis sent word that the hammer must remain here at all costs.
That wasn't what King Balinor was going to say.
King Balinor sent a messenger and guard from Tyrsis. Our scout, Killy, found them after they had been ambushed by monsters. The dying messenger spoke the words of King Balinor, warning us of the Warlock Lord and the need to protect the Hammer of Power. His messenger made no mention of you or those creatures that follow you.
Watch it. These creatures are my friends.
The Hammer of Power will remain to protect our city. The outsiders may remain for the night in Culhaven.
Don't know what's going on, but it's not right. Sorry for the way my people are treating you.
It's all right, Brindle. I'm sure Jack will straighten things out tomorrow.
Give us the Hammer of Power immediately!
What are you talking about?
Those thieves you're traveling with have stolen the Hammer of Power!
We did not! We're not thieves!
The hammer had to be stolen by outsiders. No dwarf would even dream of such a foul act. If the Hammer of Power isn't found by sundown, you will all be sent to the dwarven mines. Guards, escort the prisoners to the stockade.
How are we supposed to find the hammer if we're locked up?
Very well. Brendel will be free within the confines of the Great Hall to recover and return the hammer.
If my friends are locked up, so am I. The man to find the hammer is our leader, Jack.
Guards, take the thieves away. Who will watch over this Jack and make certain he will not escape?
I'll do it. He looks trustworthy enough for a thief and an outsider.
Very well, Killy. You will be responsible for the prisoner. Jack, you may search the Great Hall of Culhaven for the Hammer of Power. If you do not find it by dark, you will join your companions and the traitorous dwarf in the mines. Do I make myself clear?
This is the main hall. Your companions are being held in the room off to your right. Up ahead is the room where the Hammer of Power is kept.
Not sure. I've been away from here and I don't know everyone. Tobin's acting like an idiot, but that's just him. Watch out. The real thief's not gonna let you find that hammer.
The Hammer of Power usually rests above the fireplace. Feel free to look around, but don't take anything else.
Have you found anything out of place in your search?
My sash? How did it get in there? Why would I do that? I have nothing to hide. You think so? I guess that means I'll just have to kill you. Pity about this. After I kill you, I'll have to return to Brona for new orders.
Help Jack.
Forgive us for treating you with suspicion. I still don't understand what happened here.
Brona used magic to make him appear as a dwarf.
It was our mistake to accept Kiri as one of our own kind. When he came running out of the room shouting that the Hammer of Power was missing, who would have suspected that he was the thief? But what has happened to the Hammer of Power?
Jack must know where it is.
We'll go get it. Yes, you did it.
Great! How did you ever figure this out?
The fact that both the flue handle and the Hammer of Power were missing could have been a coincidence, but when you add the stein missing from the Great Hall, it becomes suspicious.
So what really happened?
Obviously, when Brona's man stole the hammer, he was in a hurry. He hid the hammer up the chimney and stole the flue handle so it couldn't be found right away. At some point, he realized his hands were covered with soot, so he wiped them on his sash. Now his sash was sooty, so he had to conceal it as well. He picked up a stein in which to hide the sash, then dropped it. I postulate that another guard was approaching, so he stashed the stein in the stockade. Then he sounded the alert that the hammer was missing. The dwarves naturally blamed us.
Let's go prove our innocence once and for all. Here's the Hammer of Power. Now do you believe us?
I am sorry I ever doubted you, Brendel, or your companions.
Now can we take the hammer and get back to destroying Brona?
I fear it is too late, Brendel. Brana's armies are camped north of the Silver River. They are building a bridge and will be in Culhaven in a matter of hours.
One of our guards will guide you to where you can see the situation for yourselves. Culhaven will soon be at war.
They're almost across.
So much for Culhaven.
Monsters make terrible engineers, really. It would not take much force to collapse that bridge. It is composed of floating sections lashed together and moored by anchors. The construction is shoddy. It won't last more than a month.
More than enough time to get the army across.
If something massive were to hit the center with sufficient momentum, the bridge would be split in half. Several logs might do it. The current is not very swift here, but if the logs were large enough, they might still put enough stress on the guy lines to snap the central sections and demolish the bridge.
Don't worry, Brendel. We'll save Culhaven yet.
Bunch of foolish dwarves. Somebody's got to.
Will this place do?
This will do very well indeed. We can stack some logs behind the beaver dam, then release them all at once. Perhaps that will produce enough momentum to break the bridge.
What are the odds?
Judging the speed of the river right now, I'm not at all that confident of the plan. A sudden flash flood would definitely improve the chances. Other than that, we can only hope.
Telsec, let me show you how it's done.
Fast learner.
Lead on, Jack.
I believe I could, friend Jack. How wondrous!
The water's rising, but it's not going over the dam.
Break dam.
Oh, yes, sorry, I was distracted by your magic. Let me see if I can release the power of your waters.
That's it! The logs are on their way.
Let's see what happens.
We did it! Perfect timing, too. Most of the army was on the bridge at the time.
Dwarves down there are in trouble, though. Too many monsters on this side.
It is worse than that, friend Brendel. The main mooring lines across the river are still intact. They can quickly repair the damage now that they've secured both ends.
Break lines.
We need to reach the section on this side of the river and cut the lines to the other section. Once they're cut, the bridge cannot be repaired, only replaced.
Dangerous, but we can handle it.
We can handle anything, can't we, Jack? Wow, this certainly is a wild river ride. Wonder where we will end up.
Bottom of the river, more than likely.
Rough. Bad.
Ropes are starting to go. Don't know how much longer they'll last.
Monsters are not noted for their construction values. We are very lucky we've come as far as we did.
We could swim for it.
Can't swim.
I fear that I cannot swim either.
Great. Well, Jack and I could swim holding the two of you. What about you, Telsik? You can swim, can't you?
No. Swim.
Well, so much for that idea. Let's hope this raft bridge comes near the shore before it falls apart.
The raft is going.
Master, I'm sorry, but the King of the Silver River...
Silence! You have tried force, and Omsford escaped you. Now you must use deceit and subtlety.
Jack, you made it!
Told you he'd make it. Did what you told us, held on to the log. Fortunately, Telsik held on to the log and Davio too.
I again owe my life to Telsik.
I did the same as you. Swim to shore. I guess I must have fallen asleep after that. I awoke to the sound of Telsik shouting for us.
Fortunately, our log came to some shallow water, and Telsik pushed us to shore.
Well, we're all together again. After what we've been through, the gnomes should be no problem at all.
North from here, then to the Dragon's Teeth Mountains. They gather there this time of year. Dragon's Teeth. Should be a trail through here somewhere.
I'm sure Telsik and I can find one. This seems to be the only way across the chasm.
No way I'm crossing that.
Small rope.
You have little choice in the matter.
Alonon!
Druid Alonon, I am Davio. I am honored.
A large band of gnomes is heading this way. You will need to cross swiftly. I will cross first. Omsford will cross next. Then the elf. The rest of you follow.
Friend Jack, I did not realize how much that bridge sways. I don't know if I can cross it safely. Then if I fall, I will be safe. An excellent suggestion. I will do it.
Your turn, Davio. Take it easy and you should have no problem.
Believe me, Princess Shella, I'll be as careful as I possibly can.
You were just not careful enough. Elf, now fall to your death.
Davio!
I can't hold on! No!
The rope held. He's okay.
Jack Ormsford, it is your turn to die.
No!
I will eat your soul.
No! Die, shifter!
Jack, come quickly. I think Shella's dying.
Jack, what happened? Are you all right? Is it night? Why can't I see you? No. Jack, somehow, I don't think so. Are you holding me? I can't feel you. I can't feel anything except the cold.
Jack, Princess Shella is... She is seriously injured. I do not think that she... Do you want me to use the elf stones to heal her?
Davio, you used them already. If you use them again, you'll destroy them.
But the princess is dying.
Gnomes come.
Telsec and I will hold them off. Take care of her, Jack.
Am I dying? Is that what's wrong? Jack, you can't let me die. Brona will get me. Please don't let Brona get me.
I can use the elf stones, but our mission will be over.
Jack, you've got to use the ritual of release. Kill me so I won't come back from the dead. I waited a long time for a kiss from you, Jack. Why did you wait so long?
Thou who death has touched, hear the words I speak. Thou who death has kissed, find the peace ye seek. Thou who death has marked, submit thy will to me. Thou who death has blessed, let thy soul be free.
The gnomes have reached us! Defend yourself, Jack!
Prisoners are in pit, great shaman. This one we take to Warlock, Lord Gika. Get much power. Others we kill. What of Shapeshifter? He say we give all to him. Brona's slave cannot order gnomes. Gnomes get prisoner. Gnomes give prisoner to Warlock Lord. We get much power. Shapeshifter not here. Shapeshifter get nothing. You are very wise, great shaman. I am greatest shaman of all gnomes. I have great magic. With talk I destroy all enemies. Not fear, Shapeshifter. Maybe kill Shapeshifter with talk. Maybe kill Gika someday. You not be good. Powerful, nice, great, master. Gika be very good. We go. Get ready for big sacrifice of prisoners at dawn. Give torque, human, or I call guards. Gika now, new shaman. You give torque, Gika be powerful shaman. Give torque first, then Gika help. Gika not stupid. Gika not fight Warlock Lord. Warlock Lord, very powerful. What do you mean? Gika already very powerful. Torque, powerful magic. How can be so? You know? Tell me where. Take me with you. Gika find Helm of Command. You give Gika torque. Gika give you way to open pit. No one tell Gika what to do. Gika tell others what to do. Gika keep turn handle for pit. Must take Gika with you. Gika open pit. You go away with prisoners. Then you give torque to Gika. Is deal? Soon Gika be very powerful.
Friend Jack, it is good to see you again. We were afraid that you too were lost to us.
Is the gnome joining us?
Gika go with prisoners. Gika get torque.
So how do we escape here?
Guards come soon. Must go now.
Guards come.
Too late. Guards come. Kill prisoners. Gika get torque.
We need to close the hatch.
Prisoner want to be trapped down here? Slow, bad death. Gika not get torque. Better fast death by guards. Gika get torque.
Do it, gnome.
Okay. Gika do what dumb prisoner says.
This should do the trick to open that grate. There! Too high for me to reach.
Climb shoulders.
Why don't you do it, Davio?
I fear that I am too large for that opening.
Great. Just great. What about the gnome?
Do you seriously believe we can trust Geeka?
All right, I'll do it. Guess there's no other choice. Tight fit, but I think I can climb in. Passage is blocked. Can't get through. Found something, though. Telsec, help me down.
Come down.
Here, Jack. It's yours, whatever it is. Pleasant-looking place.
Does anyone know where we are now?
You are overlooking the Valley of Shale. Before you lies the Hadeshorn, whose very waters are grievous to the living. And beyond the ridge is the entrance to the Hall of Kings, now the realm of the Warlock Lord. Welcome, all of you. You have been through much hardship, and yet the path before you is filled with greater danger than you have ever known.
Thought we killed you at the bridge.
That was the Warlock Lord's servant, disguised in my form. I was unable to warn you of the deception, and the loss of Shella grieves me greatly. Moreover, the Shifter is still alive, and even now strives to return to his dark master. However, there is no time for mourning. I am the true Druid Arbolon. Together, we will reforge the Sword of Shannara and destroy Brona. Come, all of you, we go to the shore of the Hadeshorn. There we will summon the Shade of Bremen to recreate the Sword of Shannara. Then we journey to the Hall of Kings to banish Brona from this world forever.
Geeka save prisoners. Geeka get taught now.
Gnome, beware, for your greed will be your destruction. Take the torque, but see that you use it wisely. I will be watching you, and I too have powerful magic. Bremen, hear me. I, Arbolon, stand before you.
I sense the sword bearer is now before me,
as is the magic of the four lands. That which is broken shall be remade. The sword of Shannara shall be restored. I summon the sword. Magic of the Western Lands. Magic of the Arcane Elves. Magic of the Elfstones. Show forth your power. Magic of the Northern Lands. Magic of the Mighty Trolls. Magic of the Black Irics. Show forth your power. Magic of the Eastern Lands. Magic of the Stalwart Dwarves. Magic of the Hammer of Power. Show forth your power. Magic of the Southern Lands. Magic of the Cunning Gnomes. Magic of the Torque. Show forth your power. Magic of the Ancient World. Magic of the Mystic Druids. Magic of Arbolon. Show forth your power. That which was broken has been made whole. The sword of Shannara will challenge the Warlock Lord once more. Heed these words, Sword-bearer. The sword of Shannara will sear your soul. Face yourself, or you will fall. Judge well, master and the pawn. Know your enemy over all. Go now, Shade, to rest once more beneath the Hadeshorn. We too must rest now, before we face the dangers that await us in the Hall of Kings. The Hall of Kings is a maze of tunnels and passages. Brona's minions will be throughout the caverns, and there will be many traps for the unwise or unwary. The Warlock Lord knows we are coming, and he will be prepared. Jack, you must not draw the sword until you face Brona directly. At that time, like your father before you will be forced to face yourself and overcome your own weaknesses to wield the weapon. Unless you can win that battle, nothing can stop the Warlock Lord from destroying all life in the Four Lands.
Look out!
Do not use your magic in this battle. You will need it for battles to come. That was only a minor skirmish as this war goes. Allow me to heal you.
monsters come.
An army of monsters like the one at the Silver River is approaching from the ridge behind us.
Then I must stay here to hold them off. Go now, enter the Hall of Kings before the monsters trap you in combat. I know, Jack, that you will be able to find your way to face the Warlock Lord. Remember Bremen's words about judging your true enemy. Good luck to you all.
They have entered the Hall of Kings, Master.
I know, fool! This time, you will not fail me. You must destroy Omsford, or you will die.
I understand, Master.
To aid you, I give you the crystal diadem. Use it wisely.
Thank you, Master.
Kill them, Shifter. Kill them all!
Your path lies through the center door.
I believe I hear movement behind the door on the right.
Bad things come soon. Left door.
I don't believe even the troll can move these massive statues.
Use Irix.
There's something big behind that door.
So, I face you for the last time. Now, I will kill you all.
You are the Shifter?
Yes, Elf. This time, I will make certain you do not survive our meeting. There is no escape now. I am your doom.
This time, Shifter, you will not get away.
This time, Elf, you will truly die. This I swear.
What manner of magic was that?
I have healed my wounds, Elf. Now you are powerless, and I shall destroy you all!
No fight, ugly monster! Giga, give up! Giga, give up!
I must use the elf stones again. I will try to win this battle for you, but this may be my final act. If so, farewell, Jack, and good luck.
Davio!
Ray. feel good.
That sure helped.
Oh, do that again.
Quite a drop down there. Makes me dizzy being this close.
How we cross?
Can't backtrack any farther. Monsters are coming. You expect me to cross that thing?
Must cross.
No, you stay here. Monsters come, eat you. We get away. Good plan.
I'm not getting eaten by monsters just to make Geeka happy. Lead on, Jack. You coming, Telsec?
Telsec, stay.
What?
Go on.
We can't go on without you.
Monsters come. Telsec, stop.
Jack, tell Telsec to get over here before the monsters get here.
Go now. Telsec, stop monsters.
Much treasure. Geeka rich.
Watch out for the traps.
Traps?
Traps. Now what?
You think of something, then get out.
I think we can lift this enough that the gnome can get out. If he can get that spear, we can try to lever this cage up.
Now what Geeka do? You prisoners again. All the time prisoners. Geeka have torque. Geeka very powerful. Now Geeka need Helm of Command.
You can have it if you get us out of here.
How? You no have Helm. Maybe you see Helm. Yes! Is Helm of Command. Geeka become great leader. Geeka command everyone.
Bad way to die, even for a gnome. Could shove this thing a bit. You expect me to climb down that? Well, you go first, and don't expect me to keep my eyes open. Now which way do we go?
Go through the idol's eye.
If you say so. There you are. Monsters!
Die! 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 Die!
You go ahead, Jack. I think my arm's broken. I'll stay here and keep the monsters off your back.
You dare to face me? You are alone and helpless, mortal creature. Bow down before me.
Claim your inheritance of magic, Jack. Destroy Brona forever.
If you will not bow, then you will be destroyed.
Destroy the Warlock Lord.
Face yourself. Why did you seek the sword of Shannara? Was it your duty to disobey your father and run off from home? Was it your duty to drag Shella from her home and to her death rather than go with the Lee Guards? Was it your duty to bring Stenman back from the grave, damning the souls of your friends? Were all these actions merely your duty?
You left me to die, didn't you? After you face Brona? Do you think you can defeat the Warlock Lord so easily? Face it, you've lost all your friends, you're alone.
me dead. Bad thing.
Friend Jack, why did I have to die? I suppose there was no other choice, yet I cannot help but regret my death. You too are facing death, Jack. Can you do what must be done, even if death is the price?
Why did you kill me, Jack? You damned my soul! You doomed me when you summoned Stenman. Then you killed me to erase the damage you'd caused.
Jack Omsford, do you believe you are a hero? Now you know what your father meant about being a hero. You have yet to face the final encounter, and there you must judge for yourself the foe you must confront.
Lay down the sword!
Jack, embrace your power, destroy the Warlock Lord, and become the most powerful of all!
What is wrong? My magic, it is gone! I will not die again! I cannot die! I am dead!
You look much better now, Jack. It is good to see you up again. The Ildatch is gone, and with it all its magic within and without. Brona was only a figment, a feeble ghost. Without the magic of the Ildatch, he could not remain in this world. He faded from existence forever. In the beginning, I did not know of the Ildatch. Even the Shade of Bremen was unaware at first of the book's influence. The Ildatch was watching you from the moment you saw Brona in the mirror, and seeking to use you. Every act of magic you performed, every magical item you held, strengthened its power over you. It could read your very thoughts, If I had warned you that the Ildach was the true enemy, it would have known you could not be controlled, and would have destroyed you. You judged well the situation in the Hall of Kings, and before the Ildach could react, it was forced to flee. Its flight required an incredible amount of power. It will not return to this world for a long time. But when it does, it will take more than the sword of Shannara to destroy it entirely. You were using magic from the beginning of this adventure, and it had become a part of you. When the Ildach vanished, it took all the magic that was within you. If you were not as strong as you are, the loss would have destroyed you. It took a great deal of my magic to help you recover. Your friends are coming now to witness the return of the Sword of Shannara to the Sword Vault, where it will remain as a symbol of freedom.
Good to see you up and around. You looked pretty bad for a while. I blocked the doors and set up some traps for them. I was fighting one and it screamed and disappeared. Next thing I know, Arbolon comes through the door with Telsec, and we went the long way around to get to you. Thought you were dead when we found you. Right arm's a little stiff, but I'm fine. Going back to Culhaven to take the hammer back where it belongs. Maybe I'll settle down there for a while. Thought we wouldn't make it, huh? Wouldn't miss this for the world.
Good way. Fight tough. Monsters are afraid. Many. Go home. Telsec happy.
Again, the four lands owe the Ormsford family a debt of gratitude that can never be fully repaid. I give you my thanks, and the gratitude of all the people of Tyrsis, for confronting the Warlock Lord and destroying him forever. Not since you dispelled the barrier around the Sword Vault. That's what summoned the walking corpses. I sent the Border Legion of Tyrsis to aid Leah and Shady Vale. Then I sent word to Eventide, and we prepared our armies to march on the Hall of Kings and bring the war to Brona directly. Fortunately, you succeeded in your mission, and our armies were unnecessary. Minion Lee is almost fully recovered from the effects of the poison. Lee was besieged soon after you left, but our Border Legion drove off the monsters. Shady Vale suffered damage, but there were few deaths, thanks to your father. You are most welcome, Jack Ormsford.
I wish to thank you for bringing peace between the Trolls and my people. It would have been a bloody and meaningless war. I also owe you the life of my youngest son, Ain. Your name is honored in Arbolon, Jack Ormsford. The Trolls returned to their homeland to prepare an attack on the Warlock Lord. They even agreed to coordinate their attack with our armies. I think the Elves and Trolls will be allies for a long time to come. I mourn the loss of the gentle scholar Davio. He was valiant, and his deeds will be written into the history books that he so loved. I will return to my sons in Arbolon, and hopefully we may enjoy the peace that you have given us for many years. I came to meet with Balinor and discuss the war against Brona when word came that the Warlock Lord was defeated. My scouts accompanied Alanon, you and your friends back to Tyrsis while you were unconscious.
So, how did you enjoy your adventure, Jack? Balinor sent word of what happened to you, and so I came to Tyrsis as quickly as I could to be sure you were all right. I know what it is to face danger and lose friends. You'll get over the pain of the loss of your elf friend and Shella Lee, Jack. It'll just take some time.
Jack, now is the time to place the Sword of Shannara back into its vault.
Once more, the sword of Shannara stands as a symbol of freedom. As the inscription upon the vault says, herein lies the heart and soul of the nations. Their right to be free men. Their desire to live in peace. Their courage to seek out truth. Herein lies the sword of Shannara.